Welcome to the challenge. Spies, lies, and allies.
Episode was epic.
Finally. Stuff is happening.
Woo! Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Because it's like we've been talking about how we feel like the rookies have no idea what's going on. And the wake-up call they got this episode was amazing. Did you see Gabo's face when he lost Nanny?
Yeah. It's like he didn't think it was possible. It was like, what?
We have some decisions to make. You can either stay together as partners, go back with your old partners, or you can infiltrate and steal any other partner up there, except for the agency, of course.
I'm hoping the rest of them start noticing that after these two get knocked out, they're going to keep doing this till it's just them.
As soon as she looks at me, I say grab Devin, because that means Emmy and Gabo are not going to be a team, and we have targets going into next week.
Or at least that's what it seems like so far. So hopefully it's not just Gabo and Emmy that wake up and then they get knocked out, then the next group wakes up. Hopefully everyone's like, whoa, what's going on? Let's make some moves. Because honestly, with the way the vets are behaving, there's moves to be made right now.
Plenty.
There's cracks.
Amber, I respect the hell out of you.
Change your vote.
And you couldn't tell me?
Change it.
You deserve that $500,000 last year, but when I look at the list of guys...
Because you looked me in the eye and you said, I'm trying to work on trust this season. I actually trusted
but you're
you.
smarter than this.
And your word.
Don't do it. Change your vote.
Aftermath, you saw Korea saying there were conversations being had, but nothing could be done, and the bridge was primarily caused by the rookies who are tied up with the vets, who think because they're tied up with the vet, they have a magical protection spell.
Do you think that was really possible, or do you think they weren't?
No, there was too many rookies influenced by vets, so they didn't have everyone says they had the numbers. They didn't have the numbers because no one could have got all them rookies together. But the other reason I wanted to vote for Corey and Michelle is because Corey and Michelle can rally the rookies. They're smart. Michelle won her season. Corey's a very popular guy, and he's smart as well. You needed to get rid of the rookies that were clever.
Yeah, and even when it comes to someone like Coriel and Michelle who see what's going on, like last episode, Coriel went up to Gabo and he was like, yeah, you see what's going on, maybe we should, start something. And Gabo was like, hey, I'm paired up with my person. It is what it is. But then he got thrown in again. And I thought coming into this one, he would do something maybe with Big T, who had also, her name was being floated around by Tori. So I was like, okay, there's some sort of cracks happening there. And then the Carl situation. And then the only thing he did was go talk to Fessy about throwing in Huey, who's like, a little bit of a backstab to his LGBT brother there. But, I get it as part of his game. And he thought he could win. Backfired. But at the end of the day, I'm like, that's your move? That's the only move you make? Like, okay, that's one move. But I thought you saw the writing on the wall. Even with the challenge itself, this man did not look like he was fighting like his life was on the line. For both of them. For the first challenge, when he was up on that, I don't even know what you call it, that contraption, busy doing the dash, dash, dot, dot stuff.
Dot, dash, dot, then it's dot, dash, dash, dot. No, it's dot, dash, dash,
My
dash.
man is barely keeping up with everyone. Michelle's screaming at him from the ground like, dude, you need to fight like your life's on the line because it is. And then at the end challenge, same thing. He's getting distracted by Huey. He's screaming. He's getting emotional. And it's like, my guy.
It's not the time and the place for this thing.
Thing I can do with my arm here.
No, it's like legitimately
Big air for just you know.
Shut the up!
Dumbass, you thought you could beat me. That's why you got me down here.
Like, it was really disappointing. Coriel. I keep on saying Coriel. I feel like we give him a new name. It's Coriel.
Yes.
But I'm sticking to Coriel, guys. Like,
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
And it suits him too.
It suits him, Coriel. Coriel learned the lesson the hard way. Stop underestimating people.
Yep.
But also, like, what is your opinion on him throwing in Hoogie, whom after watching the aftermath, became very clear that they had some sort of understanding.
I did to Huey what the world has done to me. I underestimated him, and it's not fair. And I don't think I should have done it.
Good job. I'm really hurt.
I'm sorry.
I'm really hurt that I've protected you. We're two gay men. That's why I was there for you.
I did what the world does to us as gay men because I thought it was gonna help me, and just, it's not fair. Huey, I'm sorry that I put you in there and I underestimated you.
It's just a game, get over it.
I think at this point, you've been thrown in a bunch of times. You really don't want to go home. You're looking out for yourself. You're looking for, okay, who do I think I can beat? But at the same time, there's other people. There's other people here that I think you could have gone for. Like, okay, I don't know if they would have, if it would have just been a waste of your breath to even mention any of the veterans, because he's definitely not going to throw in a vet. But even within the rookies, there's other guys that I'm like, I don't know, bro. You probably, like, if you're thinking about, okay, I'm big, this guy's smaller, so if it's a physical challenge, I can beat him. There's a few rookies that are smaller than you. You're the biggest rookie, actually. I think you could have picked anyone, and you pretty much got the size advantage on them. But I also don't know if size is that much of a factor. I mean, the first challenge, he pretty much dominated because of the size. But in the subsequent challenges, even the ones that require strength, he's not really head and shoulders above the rest. I think in the same way that everyone's been underestimating Huey, people might have been overestimating Coriel.
I think we just saw how big he is, and people automatically assume that those muscles are not made of popcorn.
Because when he was hanging there underneath that
Dude!
thing, he wasn't moving quick. I'm like, you got upper body strength. Pull yourself. And I'm like, nah.
I need you to repeat it.
This is so hard!
Come on. Hands and legs like your neck's on the line, because it is, bitch.
So, to, you know, the quote-unquote betrayal of Huey, I didn't see that conversation, so I don't know how much of a betrayal it actually is. But from the way they were talking about it, I'm like, yeah, you know, you underestimated him. You were trying to play your game, but there were a bunch of people you could have gone to. I don't think you had to throw him in.
He didn't have to, and I really think that conversation meant a lot because he got emotional.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
and
fine,
he
but don't
apologized.
call me a snake. I'm not a snake.
There was a bit of toxicity in his idea of underestimating Huey. I don't think it was just, oh, he's smaller than me, because he's not the smallest rookie. Maybe shortest, but he's got like some muscle on him. But I think he was thinking pushover, you know, he's probably soft. So I think to a certain extent, it might have actually been a certain toxic element within himself that even he recognized, that he was like, damn, I can't believe I tapped into that thing that I'm usually criticizing in other people. I think he thought easy win, and then Mr. Easy Win was beating me. And he's like, I can't believe the guy I thought was an easy pushover is the dude that's beating me. That's why
Shut the f*** Don't ask you thought you could beat me. That's why you got me down here.
At the end of the day, you know, the heat of the battle, and Huey did come up into his face talking something. Huey did, in the middle of the challenge, shout something at him. So I get it. You know, your blood's racing, you're frustrated, you're losing, and then this guy starts rubbing in your face. You're going to get emotional. Anyone's going to get emotional. But the level of response seemed like there was something else going on there.
Yeah, it was a bit too much. And he starts working.
All right, let's get back in the game now.
So in this challenge, Esther, our Nigerian queen, wins again. I'm so proud of her.
I'm so proud of her, dude. Like, she's dominating. It's been 4 challenges and she's won 2.
Yeah.
Like, that's so good.
In the aftermath, Fessy said she got everything covered.
Yeah, I was like messing up some of the things, but she still figured it out and remembered what was right and what wasn't. So, well done, girl.
Well done.
Proud that even though it wasn't necessarily 100% her move, they didn't throw in 4 rookies. I didn't like the idea of these rookies just watching all the other rookies leave and then just like hiding behind their vet. This time, her main thing was, if we throw someone in, I don't want it coming back to me later. I don't want to start beef with people that I don't have beef with. So that went sour, unfortunately. But I like the fact that, because honestly, I don't know if that's necessarily the worst thing for her, to be completely honest, to have chaos amongst the vets right now. It might actually be a really good thing. Someone's going for rookies, she's not top of the rookie list. And if someone's going for like Josh's alliance, I don't think she's top of that list either. So I think she's in a relatively comfortable position. She's in like a sinking ship, but there's many life rafts options that she could jump onto and sail away.
You know what I'm picturing? The Titanic when it was sinking.
Yeah. Like that asshole guy that just picks up that child and says, please, my child's gonna die. Let me on the boat right now. But I feel like Esther's got options. I hope she doesn't go down there. I hope she doesn't have some sort of misplaced loyalty where she's like, I gotta stick with my guys that I came in with. Like, nah, girl. Like, these people are using you and they were going to discard you. So use them and discard them when you need. You got that lawyer mindset, she said.
Apply it. So proud of Esther. She is not only just making Nigeria proud, you are making Africa proud, girl. Fessy, switch up the game. Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's one of the people that I thought was in the most comfortable position.
And he doesn't do a damn thing. But it was like, nah. Let's create some chaos.
Making moves.
Zoe wants chaos. Let's give her chaos. And I'm so happy I got the chaos I wanted. However, okay. Do you think Fessy throwing in Amber at this time in the game was a good move?
Absolutely not. I don't see how it could be a good move for his little big brother alliance or for the veteran alliance. On both fronts, I'm like, this seems so random. And then at the same time, listening to his explanation on the after show.
I wish me and Amber would have actually had a conversation, because if she felt like I snaked her or whatever, then like, maybe if me and her would have sat down and had a conversation and been like cool and like comfortable with each other, that wouldn't have happened. But
and even within the show, when he was bringing up his concerns, saying like, I don't know about Amber, I've never spoken. I'm like, why is that a major problem? If I've never spoken to someone and they're still standing by me, then I got no problem with this. Why do we need to talk? We don't need to be best buds. Like, even if because here's the thing, he keeps saying I'm at the bottom of her list. But she's at the bottom of your list, and you're in a more position of power in this alliance than she is. Casey said the exact same thing. I'm not sure I can trust this girl. So if all of you can't trust her, but she's still in your crew, then use her till you don't need her, then discard her. Number one, because she didn't actually leave, you've got a thorn in your side now. You've got someone in the game that's going to be messing with you and fucking with you. And number two, that's an asset you've lost. You can't use her and she's coming for you. So it's doubly troubly now.
Messy Fessy. You have now given the opponent, which is Corey Nelson, a weapon to use against you, because they're gonna welcome her with warm arms. Come over here, Amber. Fessy screwed you over. He did the same thing to me last season. So
bring your ass back to headquarters. Daddy is keeping the bed warm.
You could have created some susness around Amber without throwing her away just yet. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is the smartest move, but it's certainly the most entertaining move. At the same time, especially with the conversation that Devin had with Josh this episode about their long game.
My best chance at winning a final is to run it against Josh, right? Like
Devin, this episode has underlined, I am in this alliance for the long game. I can't beat these people. I don't know if I can take on CT. I don't know if I can take on these other vets. I don't obviously trust the rookies. I don't know them. My best shot in this game is sticking with Josh and Josh's best shot is sticking with Fessy. So I don't know if Amber can really mess with that unless she completely just joins up with a completely different side.
So, next week, what are you hoping for?
Next week, I'm hoping for Amber making moves. I'm hoping for more cracks appearing in these alliances. But mainly, I'm hoping for some big hitter vets to be thrown into elimination. I'm hoping for maybe a CT, maybe a
Fessy,
maybe a Josh. Just some big hitters.
You can also say big hit and put Josh in the same sentence.